Before the cameras, before the platform, before the marriage, the speeches, and the headlines, there was simply Erica. And the story of who she was before the spotlight is far more layered than most people realize. Because when you pull back the curtain on her perfectly polished public image, you begin to see something else. A woman constantly reinventing herself. A person carefully curating every chapter of her life. And a narrative that, depending on where you look, doesn't always match the reality that others remember. Today, we're asking one simple question. Who is the real Erica Kirk? Stay with me. In recent years, Erica has been presented to the world as the elegant, values-driven partner beside one of the most recognizable conservative figures in America. Soft-spoken, poised, refined. A symbol of tradition, faith, and moral idealism. But that version of Erica isn't the first one the world ever knew. Because before the marriage, before the national stage, and long before she stepped into public political culture, Erica lived a very different kind of life. One with photo archives, public interviews, social media footprints, and a digital paper trail that, unlike people, doesn't forget. The early image. In her early public years, Erica was not a mysterious private unknown. She was visible, active, social, deeply embedded in lifestyle spaces, creative cultures, and influencer-adjacent communities. She appeared at events, she shared glimpses of her daily life, she participated openly in modern dating culture, and people remembered. Those years show a young woman still figuring out who she was, experimenting with image, aesthetics, and identity. Not wrong, not criminal, not scandalous, just human. But later, that era would quietly fade from the story. As time passed, Erica's life took a sharp turn toward a more conservative, faith-aligned public persona. With that shift came something else. A tone of moral refinement, a claim to modest tradition, an image of restraint, purity, and discipline. And for many observers, this raised a question. Was this evolution the product of real spiritual change? Or was the past being gently rewritten to fit a more culture-approved mold? Because the surviving digital record suggests that the woman now associated with deeply conservative values once lived a life that didn't fully match that branding. Again, not wrong, but different. And difference creates curiosity. Today, Erica feels almost like a character in a narrative larger than herself. Mysterious, controlled, perfectly presented. Her grief, her marriage, her faith, all filtered through a lens of messaging and image. And whenever a person's life becomes a brand, the truth becomes harder to see. What is organic? What is intentional? Where does the real woman end and the carefully crafted presentation begin? That is the tension. But here's something important to remember. People evolve. We change. We reshape. We learn. We reframe our past, sometimes out of survival, sometimes out of belief, sometimes because the world demands a version of us that feels safer than the truth. And so, maybe the real Erica is a person searching for acceptance, or protection, or belonging, or purpose. Not a villain, not a saint, just human, living in a spotlight that burns brighter than most people could ever handle. So, who is the real Erica Kirk? Is she the refined public figure we see today? the eclectic creative spirit she once appeared to be, a strategist shaping her identity, or a woman caught somewhere between who she was and who the world now expects her to be. The truth may lie in all those versions. Which one you believe depends on which story you trust. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Erica reinvented herself out of belief or strategy? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. If you found this deep dive interesting, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because in the next episode, we're going even deeper into the world surrounding the Kirks and the power of public image in modern politics. This is just the beginning. Stay curious, stay questioning, and I'll see you in the next one.